All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video with your host here, Nathan Williams. And we're going to be talking about today walking through and the setup process of your AIRO software. All right. So real quickly, we have 3 points today on this short clip. We're going to go over how to place the actual AIRO software onto a chart. We're going to go over how to set up push notifications to your phone. And we're going to go over the different aspects of the actual AIRO software themselves. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into my VPS because you guys will be utilizing a VPS as well to access the software. All right. So kill this, and we're going to hop right into the VPS. As we hop into the VPS, you see it takes me straight to my MetaTrader 4 software, which is what you will have access to in the VPS as well. First things first, let's pull up a chart. All right. So to pull up a chart, simply put, right underneath File, you have a chart here and a plus sign. And as you hover over it, it says Create a New Chart. Select that, and then you have the different types of charts or instruments you can trade. All right. We're going to go with the GBP USD, which is the Great Britain Pound US Dollar. It is one of the most traded pairs, in the Forex space. I'm going to make sure that this is on the 15-minute time frame, M15 right here, because that is what time frame we trade the software on for all Forex pairs. All right. So now that we have our chart up, to get your chart to look similar to mine, what you want to do is right-click on the black part of the screen, come down here to Properties, make yours look like mine. Take a screenshot of this, make yours look like mine. You see there, black background, white foreground, none on the grid, lime, red, lime, red, lime, lime, red, red. All right. And then that's under colors. Under common, I'll go over to common real quick here. Here are my settings as well. Chart shift, chart auto scroll, candlesticks, show, just on the first 4. All right. And then once you select OK, your chart will look exactly like mine. All right. Exactly like mine. All right. Now, next, what we're going to do, now that your chart looks like mine, we are going to go to the navigator. It's a little gold folder with the gold star. Select navigator. Come down, find your, it'll be closed, but you find indicators. Hit the plus sign next to indicators. Expand it. Find AIRO, AIRO. Double click on AIRO. All right. Allow DLL imports needs to be checked. And then on inputs, ensure that use signal alerts is true. And then push send message to your phone is true. The others can be false. Send it by email. If you want, you can turn it to true. And then using the sounds, you can turn it to true if you want. First 2 true is all you need. Then you select OK. All right, select OK. We're going to close the navigator now. And here is your AIRO software. Your AIRO software is now on your chart successfully. All right. Now that your AIRO software is on your chart, we'll talk about the push notifications. So what you want to do to ensure you get push notifications, because push notifications will go to your actual cell phone so that you actually have access to the signal sent to your phone. That way you don't have to sit in front of the actual charts all day long like I used to, when I first started learning how to trade. The notifications will give you opportunities every time an arrow pops up. An arrow pops up every time there's a buy or sell opportunity. All right. So to do so, you go to Tools, you go to Options, you go to Notifications, check Enable Push Notifications. And then what you want to do is you want to go to your cell phone or your tablet. You want to make sure you have MetaTrader 4 downloaded onto your actual cell phone or your tablet. And then when you go through there, you want to go into your settings. So you select Settings, and then you want to select Chat and Messages. Select Chat and Messages. At the very bottom, you'll find your MetaQuotes ID number. Type that number into your computer, here where your VPS is at. Select Test. You'll see a notification go to your phone, and then you're good to go. All right. Now that you're good to go, you can actually make that, you now are going to get the notifications. All right. As you see here, we just got a notification on the actual computer itself. All right. So here are the notifications that come on computer. And then this same notification, it'll say AIRO, the pair, the time frame, and sale will be sent to your actual cell phone as a notification. Once you've turned the notifications on your cell phone, on your MetaTrader 4 here, you want to ensure you have the notifications turned on when it comes to your actual chart itself, your actual phone itself. So turn on your phone, on your tablet, make sure notifications for MetaTrader 4 app are turned on so that you have access to that as well. All right, great. So real quickly here, before we end this video here, I'm going to go over a couple aspects about the software. So as you can see here, it's a big change from just the red and green candles. And as you can see here, you have red and green zones or squares or rectangles, whatever you want to call them. They're called zones. So the red zone is your resistance zone. All right. Imagine that this is your ceiling. Price comes to the ceiling, hits the ceiling, turns around. All right. Green is your support zone or the floor. Price comes down to the floor, bounces off the floor, heads back in the opposite direction. That is what price does all day, every day, as you can clearly see here. Up, down, up, down. All right. Next, you will see the little funny little tint here, 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 here. This tint is a 12-hour time frame. If your time frame, if you've not changed in the settings, the time frame on your MetaTrader 4, then and your time frame for your MetaTrader 4 chart here is in GMT time, which is just the default settings, then no matter what time zone you're in, no matter where you're at in the world, this zone will always be at the same time, and it'll be accurate because this 12-hour time frame is significant for the fact that, as you guys know, or if you don't know, there is $6.8 trillion a day traded in the Forex market. During this 12-hour time frame, over 80% of that $6.8 trillion is traded during this time frame. This is the most volatile time of the day to trade. All right, the best time to trade because the volatility is there, allowing you to make your money even faster. All right, catch your pips even faster. All right, potentially. So next, you see the candles. Let's zoom in a little bit on those candles. You see some are green, some are red, some are dark green, some are a little pink. All right, so these are trend colored candles, meaning that when price is confirmed to be in a downtrend, they're dark red. If price is trending or starting to head in a downtrend, they'll be the salmon pink color. If the trend is confirmed to be in an uptrend, it'll be the light green. And if it's not confirmed and it's starting to head into an uptrend, it'll be the dark green. All right. You next have a moving average, which is this blue line here. The moving average is the average of the last X amount of candles, the average price. All right. So it kind of gives you an idea of how price is moving. So the moving average is moving up and candles are above it, meaning that you're most likely in an uptrend. As you can see, candles are green, price, or the candles, which is also price, is above the moving average. If price is below the moving average, and they're, typically the candles are going to be red, signifying you're in a downtrend. So it's just confirmation letting you know price is heading in a direction of either up or down. All right. And then last but not least, you see the arrows. All right, multiple arrows. Now, the arrows all signify one of three strategies. I have three strategies that I use in my overall strategy. And that strategy, there are, again, three strategies. The first strategy is a confirmed trend change. So when trend has confirmed a change, trends, you get an arrow. You then have next another arrow, which is a continuation of trend. So once the trend has changed, you potentially, and confirmed they have changed, you then get another arrow to tell you that the trend is continuing in that direction. And then last but not least, you have another trend, another arrow that shows when there's a counter trend. So potential aspect for price to turn around. So those are the three aspects of the actual strategy behind the arrows. When combined, you get the AIRO software. And then last but not least, you can see these words out here to the side. These are part of the zones. So you can see here, this zone, this support zone, says weak, which means that it is a weak zone. It hasn't been tested very often. You can see only one candle touches it. Therefore, price will most likely go through this zone with very little hesitation. All right. Now this zone up here, this resistance zone, says retest equals 8. That means that price has retested this area 8 times. The more times price or the candles retests one of the zones, the stronger that zone is. As you can see, retested 8 times, and then boom, look what happened. You got an arrow pointing down, and price is now getting ready to come outside this zone. Stronger the zone, the stronger the rejection will be. All right, guys. Thank you again for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the other side.